Good morning, everyone. Hi, happy Monday. So it's the first Monday of August, and welcome back to this Happiness Journey project here on our Facebook page. If this is your first time to join me on this page, my name is Liz, and I am one half of the owners and business managers of this Facebook page, Ian and Liz Domingo. And if you're also watching on our YouTube channel, hello, and thank you for joining us. My name again is Liz, and I am a Filipino working and living here in Dubai for more than 13 years now. I am a full-time working professional, and I am also a proud digital business owner and mentor. So, if this is your first time on this page, please let us know where you're watching us from. We'd love to hear which part of the world our page is reaching. Okay, but if you're watching the replay, please also let us know where you're tuning from, if it's morning, afternoon, or evening on your part of the world. Okay, so we are back on a fresh new month of the happiness journey, which is inspired by this book, The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. If this is the first time you've seen this book, let me know. But if you have been following our page, thank you so much for your time, your comments, and your engagement on this post. And we've actually started the series in April. So we have already covered four main topics. Let's just quickly recap. So in April, we've spoken about lightening up. In May, we've spoken about being serious about play. June, making time for friends. And last month, we've spoken about how money can help us buy happiness. Okay. So this is your weekly or monthly happiness guide. I hope you do find some value in this. Um, and for this month, we are talking about contemplating life, or talking or more on the talking about life, how looking at life and how special it is, and what are the ways that we can do to make it so we can live it better. Okay, so there's a few tips in here, and we would love to go through them and discuss them with you. We hope you can join in on the conversation. Okay. So again, this author, Gretchen Rubin, she has taken a happiness project for her to, it's not because she's unhappy. She's an author who used to be a lawyer by profession. She moved into writing, and she's living in New York City with her husband and two wonderful girls. So she has taken this happiness project because she felt like she can still find or elevate her level of happiness to a different level, and also in the process, learning more about happiness as a concept, happiness in daily life, and how she can also help other people achieve that certain kind of happiness. So she has written this book. It's divided into 12 chapters, and on each chapter there's an overarching topic, and within a month there's about 3 to 5 tips that she's sharing. So that's what we're doing here. So hopefully you find some happiness tip when you are tuning in on this page. And like I said, our topic for today, as you can see in the running banner below, is about starting a journal. Okay, so if you know me, I am a huge journal writer. I have been writing a journal since I think I was in high school, and I've collected so many journals over the years. But my most favorite journal is actually the one from my favorite author, Paulo Coelho. Okay, so I'm sure many of you have heard about this Brazilian Portuguese author. So he has written a lot of books. Many of these are in here. Okay, I'm sure you've heard about The Alchemist, By the River Piedra, I Sat Down and Wept, The Valkyrie, The Fifth Mountain. So all of those are some of his books, but I also like collecting his journal. Okay, so every year he has a topic. Like this year it's called Encounters, and I've been collecting his journal since 2000 and let's see, 2012. Okay, so these are some of his journals. Okay, so I've collected them over the years, and this is also one of the things that the other author, Gretchen Rubin, is suggesting that for us to be able to contemplate life, maybe we can start writing on a journal. I mean, why? I know some people are not huge writers. some people are not necessarily into the keeping a journal. Maybe they do something else to remember their memories. But I would like to read in here some of the points that the author has said. Okay, she's suggesting that starting a one sentence journal. I think it's a good start. I know, some people, even for me, I would admit that I don't, sometimes there are nights or days that I don't know what I want to write about. There are days that, sometimes I'm lazy or I'm tired to actually write in my journal. So this is not really as full as I hope it is. But, the author Gresham is encouraging us to decide to start a one sentence journal. So, what is a one sentence journal? So, she's saying, I decided to start a one sentence journal. I knew I couldn't write lyrical prose for 45 minutes each morning in a beautiful notebook, and my handwriting is so bad I wouldn't be able to read and understand it if I did. But I could manage to type one or two sentences into my computer each night. This journal became a place to record the fleeting moments that make life sweet but so easily vanish from memory. It also helped amplify the effect of happy experiences by giving me the opportunity to observe the third and fourth prongs of four stages of happiness by expressing and recalling my feelings. Okay. So what she's saying here is, sometimes that life gets so busy, right? There's so many things that we have to do when we wake up in the morning. Sometimes we're rushing through preparing, going to school or going to work, and there are many fleeting moments within the day, things that happen that it just passes us by, but and then we forget about it. So having a or aiming to write a one sentence journal actually helps us to remember those fleeting moments that otherwise we would have forgotten. For example, she was saying, like, when they were in the same month that she's doing this happiness project, they were on a holiday on the beach with her family, and she actually remembered to she remembered to look at her daughter Eleanor, so adorable and cheery and persistent as she went hopping up and down the wooden stairs. The sun was shining, the flowers were blooming. She looked so cute in her pink summer dress. So some of those things, we're guilty that we don't get to remember some of those small instances because I know we're busy thinking about what to do next, or what's a more important thing to think about at the time. But actually it's the small things that you would want to remember, like at the end of the day. For me, at the end of the day, after I say my prayers or while I say my prayers, I would think, okay, what's my happiest memory of the day? I think, even though sometimes days can get so busy, especially at work, at home with your kids, for example, we tend to forget the small things, the smell of freshly baked bread, especially in the Philippines. This is one of the things I really miss, you know, or the fact that, there's a different kind of light coming out of the curtain because you wake up 30 minutes before your alarm, or the fact that, my husband is silently snoring beside me when I wake up. These are some of the things that I don't want to forget, and these are some of the things that I write in my journal. It's not always about how hectic I am at work or how traffic it was coming back from the office, or that I had a big meeting. I had a big meeting at work yesterday, which went very well, by the way. I was a little anxious over it during the weekend, but it went very well. Or how I got this message from a friend who I haven't heard from a long time. So it's just some of those things that if I don't write it down, I tend to forget. So these are some of the things that I want to write in my journal. So when I go back to this, maybe a few months down the line, or maybe a few years down the line, I go back, I open a page, and I actually remember what that feeling is. And I think it's that feeling, isn't it, that you want to remember. I'm sure you would. Sometimes life can be a blur. There's so many things that's happening, just going on around now. There's the Delta virus. People, especially in the Philippines, are going on ECQ in major parts and NCR, and I think Rizal is also going where my parents are living. So there are so many things that's happening around us. But again, if we stop and focus on the things that we think matter more, and try to write it down, we'll be able to remember that feeling, somewhere down the line. Okay. Oh, let's say hi to some of our viewers. Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Angel. Good morning. Watching from PH. Love the necklace. Oy, nakuha ko siya sa baul. Ang tagal ko nang hindi nag-necklace. And na-inspire ako sa necklace mo. Thanks, Angel. Hi, Nyar. Oh, Paulo Coelho is your favorite. Yes, he is my favorite. Hi, Mahal. Good morning. Hi, ma'am. Good morning. Thank you for watching. Gladys is saying, thank you, Cousins Ian and Liz, for this reminder. Hashtag grateful. Thank you so much, Gladys, for tuning in. Thank you so much. And my husband is saying, journaling is an old school way of doing a very personal vlog, but privately. Oh, that's a good one, Mahal. It's because nowadays people don't actually, not a lot of people actually write journals. They do vlogs, but in a private mode. I sometimes think about doing it, like recording it. I've seen some people do a recording, but just like on voice. But I think I'm still traditional or old school in a way. Like I want to write it down, even though sometimes I have my handwriting is so bad, even I can barely read it. But I think it also captures the emotion if I'm writing too legibly, if I'm writing not so legibly. But yes, journaling is like doing a personal vlog. You're right, Mahal. Hi, Jem, watching from PH. Hello, hello, Jem. Happy August, our favorite month. Okay, so just so we're talking about, some of the things I've written. I've just randomly opened a page here on my journal of this year, and I've opened a date in March, which is when I was in Manila this year. Medyo naiyak ako kasi I miss going home. So I'm not gonna read it, but I'm not gonna read it. I'm a little sad reading that. It's okay. So that is the topic for today, which is start a journal. Again, starting a journal helps you remember those fleeting moments that you had during that time, and hopefully that is able to capture the memories that you would otherwise have forgotten. Okay, so I hope that's something you can that you can choose to do. It doesn't have to be on a journal like this. It can be in your random notebook. It can be on your phone, on your notes. Just write something and put a date on it, and then save it somewhere so you don't lose it. So hopefully that's something that can help you contemplate life in general. That life is short. The author says actually, life is short, but the years are long. And I think one example of that is it's already August, guys. Can you believe it? Parang last year lang nag-pandemic, but we're still unfortunately in this situation. Many cities are still going on lockdowns. The Philippines is a part of the Philippines is going on ECQ. And yes, we are starting to see better times with a number of people getting vaccinated. A lot of cities, COVID cases are going down, but still, we're nowhere near where we want to be. But just keep the faith, guys. We know better days are coming. We just need to be hopeful. We just need to do our part in all of this, and hopefully, we can all one day come together again, like in gatherings, like we used to. But for now, we need to stay safe. We need to focus on what we need to do. We need to still remain hopeful and positive in all that we do. Stay faithful, stay grateful, and um, appreciate all the life's miracles that we have every day. Okay, that's all for me for now. Oh, I have one more comment. Hi, sis. Teen journaling is the best recorder of daily events. I do it every day. Thanks, Liz. Hi, sis. Teen. Thank you so much. I know you're also a fan of Paulo Coelho journals. I've seen you writing. I see you have it as well. yes, it's also one of my therapies at the end of the day. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope I inspired you to do something new today that will help you contribute to your different level of happiness. So my question for you today is, if I have a journal, what would I write today? Okay, what would I write today? Okay. It doesn't have to be anything grand. It just needs to reflect how your day has gone or what have you remembered for today. Okay. So that's all for now. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you have a great Monday. I hope you have a great start of the week. Again, if you're watching the replay, please let me know where you're watching from. I gotta go to work. And in the meantime, I hope you guys stay safe, remain faithful, remain joyful. Remember, a happy heart is a magnet for miracles. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. God bless. Bye. My outro is not playing.